Hey y'all, welcome to Llews Reviews, and in this episode we're checking out Ridley Scott's scary alien movie called Alien Covenant. What did you think about it, little buddy?
I thought it was scary.
How scary was it?
It was so scary, I was hungry.
Alright y'all, well we're gonna send it right back to Llew, a grown man playing with little alien toys. Segue? So this is the 6th Alien movie right now, but the second of like a trilogy before the 1978 film, Ridley Scott's first Alien movie. And that's not including, Alien vs. Predator. They all are in the same universe, but this we're talking strictly Xenomorphs. And yes, this is a sequel to Prometheus, which, mixed reviews. All you had to do is run left or right. From Prometheus, this was a vast improvement. You did get what you were looking for. Aliens. And after 2 movies, the plan for this is to have at least another movie, maybe even 2 more, 4 movies, maybe, before we get to Sigourney Weaver. And they're slowly building up, after Prometheus, I didn't really know where they were going about in terms of creating the aliens. But in this movie, they're giving me a little more ground on where the aliens are coming from.
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair.
And it all started with a bloody robot. David, who, if you don't remember from Prometheus, was the one that was experimenting with a little black goo and creating all the havoc in the first one.
Green to green, red to red. It's meant to be simple.
I'm doing my best.
So the movie takes place in the future, but not too far into the future before Ripley. Kind of like with, Star Wars, where 4, 5, 6 happened. We're going back to 1, 2, and 3. But it's actually 10 years after the Prometheus mission. But in this one, it's called the Covenant ship. And this is a terraforming mission with a group of couples. So you kind of see where they're going with this whole couple crew, right? They're trying to breed and expand the human race on another planet that is habitable. Fuck, I messed it up. So you could kind of put together where they're going with this whole couple crew, and you could kind of sense the foreboding foreshadowing what's going on here. There's so much to gain and so much to expand, but also so much to lose being coupled with someone. But after a crazy storm that happened, more or less that has to do with the events of the first one, they find this planet that is habitable, but they get sidetracked by a mysterious message from a spaceship from the last movie. It's a matter of sticking with your course or checking out something that could shorten your 7-year mission. And the main actor that we have to focus on is Michael Fassbender, who does another great job being the another android. We knew that David was from the first one, but this time it's Walter.
What is your name?
Walter. You're Walter.
And you know what? David's waiting for him on the other planet. And like the first movie, even though they're getting to that point where they're trying to explain and expand the origins of aliens, it does raise some more questions. I do know, I'm just putting this out there right now. The ultimate end game, minor spoilers right now, it's the Queen. We haven't even met the Queen yet. There's no little hints about it yet. We all know that it's like David doing his own thing, but that's the main villain that we're gonna deal with in Aliens and Ripley. We are taking those baby steps there, but in the meantime, we're going back to the horror. Not too many movies out there have that constant dread that sticks with you throughout the movie, but Alien Covenant does that for you. It was great from the first movie that was more in the horror genre, but then the second movie, James Cameron took over and more about action. There are guns in this movie, which is cool. You gotta have some form of weaponry. There is some action sequences, but it does delve more into the horror genre, which is exactly what they were going for, and I personally think they achieved. Prometheus has some cringeworthy scenes, especially with Shaw, her character, and she had to do the whole scene with the laser surgery thing. Again, this is the early stages of Aliens, and there's so many cringy, violent, gruesome scenes in this movie that still sticks into my head right now. Like, how other ways can you burst out of someone's chest? Aside from building an expanded universe or a backstory behind the aliens, at the same time their goal was to freak you out and scare you and find different ways to get under your skin. And hey, I enjoyed it. There are some new characters along. There's a new, like, I don't want to say like a replacement for Ripley, but there is a female lead who does the job well, but nothing that really stands out.
Seal all inner doors. Are there any additional ammo on board? More! Oh, painkillers! Where is this goddamn thing?
4 meters above you.
Of course, we have to look at Michael Fassbender's portrayal as the robot android that follows orders, and then one that's bent on just creating for the sake of creating.
I found perfection here. I've created it.
But overall, I enjoyed the movie. It was spooky, it was scary. They were going for a scary movie, and I think they delivered in that sense. I am a big fan of Aliens. This is one of the better ones. I think a lot of people agree that the third and fourth one are the weakest ones, but this is definitely on the right track of slowly getting Aliens on the right track of becoming popular again. I am excited for The Predator that's coming out next, but that's a totally other story. I'm looking forward to that movie. But for this movie, I'm gonna give this 3 eggs out of 5. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go see the movie if you like Aliens. I'm pretty sure you'll have something to enjoy with that movie, but look down, like, subscribe, you'll be good to go. See you later.